Let's get to some headlines. Yesterday's big one, of course, the Portland Trailblazers going up for sale. And we talked a lot about the type of owner that you would want, even without naming specific names. We did also talk about specific names, including whether you would want Phil Knight for an owner, and that's no longer a conversation we need to have.
Nah, Phil came out today and said that he's just too old. So
Yeah.
5 years ago when this got brought up, he was considering it. And I know everyone's like, well, what's the difference between, 82 or 83 and 87? Well, because by the time you buy it, you're going to be 88 and 89. And my guess is you just don't want to deal with it at the time.
And what are the chances you turn it around in a year or 2 or 5?
Yeah.
I mean,
it was a civic duty, I think, that he had,
of course,
before that.
I think that when he first wanted it, it seemed like it made a lot more sense if he could do it on that timeline. And now
he was
it's
doing
just,
the Albina Neighborhood Project, right? And connecting the Lloyd Center with Moda and kind of doing that whole thing. And 4 or 5 years is a long time. When you're 87, soon to be 88, do you really want to take on something that's going to run you $4 billion? I know money's not the end all to be all for Phil. He's got plenty of it, but I love that was like, that's the name that everyone's like was clamoring for. We told you that wasn't likely going to happen, nor do you need it. The amount of fear that everyone has with someone outside of Portland coming in to buy this team.
like if it's not Phil, if it's some other group, that they're just going to take it away.
Well, Paul Allen wasn't from Portland either.
Yeah.
Paul Allen was a Seattle guy, like through and through. He bought the Seahawks as a civic duty. He bought the Seahawks simply to keep them in Seattle. He was an NBA guy through and through. Paul Allen never moved the team to Seattle. So this fear that, like, I had someone today text me and be like, why would anyone not think that because to buy an expansion team, it's going to run you $5 or $6 billion.
Right.
Why wouldn't you just buy this team and move it? Because they already have a team in Seattle.
Yeah.
There's going to be an expansion team. I don't know how else to calm people's nerves. It is going to be someone from out of market, and they're not going to move.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, there's nothing in life that is a certainty. I suppose death and taxes.
Well, we were also talking yesterday, like, where would they even move to? What's the city that needs the team that's pining for one that makes more sense than a place where there's already the basketball culture and the fan base that exists?
So, like, in the last 30 plus years, well, actually more, I think it was like 1985, 86. Since then, you've had like 3 teams move. And by the way, 2 of those teams ended up, one of them was the whole Charlotte, New Orleans thing, and they gave Charlotte back a team.
Right.
And Seattle is going to get their team back. NBA doesn't want teams leaving.
Right.
They're not going to do this again. I just can't stress that enough. That's the last thing you should be worried about, is that someone from out of market, which it will be someone from out of market, because there's not a lot of Portland people that are sitting on billions of dollars. And by the way, it's not just having, $4 billion to build the team. Let's assume $1 billion to $2 billion to either renovate or build a new arena. It's not even about having, if you had $5 billion, you still couldn't pull this off. It's having $5 billion and still all the operating capital.
Yeah, it's having liquidity. It's having the money up front to prove that you can back up what you're promising to be able to ensure. I mean, it's all of that.
So, when the Walmart people bought the Broncos, dude, they weren't from Denver. They were from Arkansas. When Steve Ballmer bought the Clippers, Steve Ballmer wasn't from LA. When Matt Ishbia bought the Phoenix Suns, he's not from Phoenix. It's just, we've got to get over this weird small market mentality where if it's not someone with deep Portland roots, oh my God, what are we going to do? By the way, last time I checked, Dan Lanning didn't have any roots to Oregon, and he turned out to be pretty good.
That's exactly right.
Seems to be doing a pretty good job. You can move here and actually like it.
Yeah.
It's like this idea that this is, again, just going back to, this is some sort of city hellscape that no one could possibly want to do business in. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna get a rich owner. They're not gonna be from here, and you're gonna get some form of a new arena, and you're going to be okay. The Blazers are going to be here.